I started coming to Mount Hope Church in Portland when I was about 12 with my mom and my sister, and came for a number of years, and then did not come for a number of years, and then came back when I was in my early 20s, and kind of came and went a little, and then we got married, and I started coming more.
I started coming after we got married and a little before on the holidays. My mom came here, so Mother's Day and
That was her
the
gift.
Christmases and the Easters I started coming, and then probably about maybe a year, 6 months, a year after our middle son was born, Garrett, I just kind of felt the nudge to start coming, and I kind of did it in my own time. I'd come a week here, a week there, and I always sit in the same spot, and it didn't take long, and I was coming every week.
As a kid, my mom kind of dragged me, and that's why I came. But as an adult, when I came back, it was because I felt God was wooing me for a long time, and this church always felt like home, even when we lived in Charlotte. And I went to a couple other churches just because of their closeness to kind of try them out. This church always felt like home.
I didn't have a prayer. My wife was going here, my mother-in-law was going here, my mom was going here, so I definitely I was voluntold, but it didn't take very long for me to feel very comfortable here and to feel like they're very welcoming when I walked in the door. I got to know people very well. They took interest. We had a lot of commonality with a lot of the guys, and it didn't take me very long, and I was, just felt like part of the family here. I call this home probably because when I first started coming here, I definitely felt part of a family, but also this church has taught me, and these people, that our family here has taught us how to be there for each other. I see they set the example of when someone goes through something, it's amazing how this church rallies around its members, and not just them, but their family. People don't even go to this church. I've seen touched by this church and the members of this church.
This church feels like home to me because its people feel like my family, and we've made a lot of really close friends, and they are the people that we do life with on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
because they're our closest friends, and this was the initial glue that kind of brought us together, but then relationships have grown and friendships, and now they're family. Our marriage is in a completely different place than it would have been had we not.
That's how I think our family's been impacted the most, is our kids don't have step parents. Their parents are still together, happy, and there was a time where that could have happened, before coming here. And, that could have definitely impacted not just, the short term, but the long term of their lives, and generations, and so I think that's something that has definitely impacted. It's shown us how we've been able to set an example for our kids on how to do life as a family, and also how to be, husband and wife, and it's something it's not always easy, but that's something that I feel that this church has definitely helped us, and through the strength of God, we've been able to, our marriage is better than it ever has been.
Yeah. This is our story.
Do you think those could not have been your socks? I bet those were your mom's socks. Those are jean shorts, and I'm pretty sure they're rolled up.
I thought that picture got lost.
Nope.